cards this week is going to be terrestrial planets, but it's not in your vocabulary packet. So open up to the next card on your in your vocabulary book, and we're going to put terrestrial. Should we put terrestrial or should we put terrestrial planet? Okay. Check my spelling. Now remember, we have our cards like this, right? We have our cards, and it's done in a 4-square pattern. We're doing this one together, but I'm not doing this on my own. Now, we're going to put terrestrial planet, so please put planet. Terrestrial planets. Now, what are we supposed to do in our first box here? Someone talk in your group and say what you're supposed to do in the first box, please. Coming back to the group, Sarah G., what are you supposed to put in the first box on our vocabulary cards? The book definition, perfectly. So what is our book definition for terrestrial? What would we put for the book definition for terrestrials? Kendall, would you like to share with us the official book definition?
Okay. Terrestrial planet. An object in space that resembles Earth in size, in density, and in its mainly rocky composition.
Wow, that's huge. See, I ran over. You guys probably have a little bit more room to work with. But wait a minute. I'm a new kid. I just came to school, and I want to know what a terrestrial planet is. Are you going to say this whole entire definition to me? Because I came from a school that they didn't teach science, and I have no idea. So what are you going to say? Oh, wait a minute. That leads me to what goes in this box.
My definition.
Okay, we're going to say that a little bit louder, please.
My definition.
My definition. That means I put it in whose words?
Yours.
My words. It has to be kid-friendly because you know what? I can't say that entire definition. So you guys take 1.5 minutes or so, talk about how you're going to put this huge definition into a short, friendly definition for the new kid at school. Put all of our answers together. Okay, all students freeze. Freeze. Okay. I'm going to get a comment from each group, what you decided to say to the new kid that came to school. So what about you, Miguel? What about in your group? What did you talk about?
A planet just like Earth-like planet.
A planet just like Earth. What did you guys come up with, Reagan?
That it is an object that is like Earth in shape and size.
Okay, so we have something that's Earth-like, it's rocky like Earth, it's just like Earth. So could we put something in space that is like Earth?
Yes.
Would that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Let's try that. We got through that one. But now what's the next box? Remind me, Sarah. Draw a picture. So we put our little, huh? Well, do you talk about the picture that we're going to draw? Talk right now. And I'm going to think about what I want to do. Okay, well, we're going to stop everybody. Eyes up at the front now. One idea was drawing the planets and labeling them, you know, and what were they again? Remind me of what were the terrestrial planets? Which ones were they coding?
The inner planets.
The inner planets are the terrestrial planets. Aha, a connection. Okay, and then so we were labeled them, and then these two groups came up with another thing. And what was it, Maddie, that you guys came up with?
We draw the planets and compare them with Earth.
Okay, and what would you draw when you did that? How would it look?
Well, it would look like mountains and rocks.
Very well. What should I put to remind me on the picture that I'm comparing these two? What are my pictures meaning? That I have bodies of what? Well, Venus doesn't have water, so it's not the water I'm getting across. It's the what surface? It's the rocky, and they're the size. So I put rocky, and I would put size is the same. Okay? So that now I have an understanding for what my picture means, because 2 weeks from now, I might not remember what my picture means, so I should always label pictures, just in case I don't remember how my stick planets look. Okay, last box. What in the world do I put in my last box? What do I put in my last box, Chase? Reminds me of. What? Okay, talk in your group. Come up with at least one good thing per group that we can put up. 3, 2, 1, eyes up here. Thank you for listening. I appreciate that. What did you guys come up with? Kind of like twins. We'll put that. Kind of like twins. Maybe. Now, what else did somebody else come up with, Bethany?
Probably a basketball and a dodgeball.
Like comparing a basketball to a dodgeball. And then there was something that it's not the terrestrial planets, it's the, I heard it over here, inner planets. So it's going to be reminding me of, see, these are different points, and I'm going to put inner planets. Everybody breathe. We made it through that one. Great, huh? So now when you look at a terrestrial planet, you see here that you have an object in space that resembles Earth in size and density, and mainly its rocky composition. Do we have size down here?
Yes.
Yes. Do we have kind of rocky stuff? Yes. Kind of hard to show density. But then we put it in our own words for the new kid that comes to school who hasn't been taught science, and he comes to school and he says, "What do you mean, Austin? What is a terrestrial planet?" And then you can just say to him, something in space that is Earth-like, and it's kind of like a rocky. It's kind of rocky. And then you have things to remind you of over here. So when you study your vocabulary, that's what you need to do. Okay.